it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms in the mountains of North Carolina. Check it out. I got the Johnny Bucket Jr. here hooked up, and Johnny Products has come up with something new. It's like a voltage doubler. It's a new wiring harness. It goes inside the system here, replaces the original harness, and it's supposed to cut the time in half that it takes for the bucket to go up and down. Now, the bucket's pretty fast when it comes to the dump portion of it, so I don't think it actually speeds that up, although I may be wrong, but the up down, it's a little slower. We're going to go ahead and install this. I'll go ahead and get it out of the box. I'll show you what we got in the box, the wrapper, whatever it is. And it looks pretty simplistic to get installed here. Okay. It's kind of neat too. So it does use a little more juice than the original does. And as a result, it has like a fallback mode, which I think is a really neat idea. The fallback mode, pretty much what it does is it'll go back to regular voltage or regular output if it detects a low battery. But while the vehicle is running, while this tractor is running, the alternator should be pushing enough energy through to keep this thing operating at the higher speed. And here it is. There's not a lot to it. Looks like new positive, new negative cable, and here's our wiring going to it. It is zip tied together from the factory, although I'll have to cut that out and run this to where it needs to go. But we're just going to be hooking it to two terminals here, and these would be into the controls up in here. Let's do it. So installation is super easy. You're just going to go ahead and find which two wires controlled the up-down function, and here they are on mine. You can see I've already got them unplugged. You're going to get rid of those, and you're going to unhook those from the battery. You'll be hooking the new system in. A lot of extra cabling. That cabling is in case your battery is in the back, because you're going to hook this whole thing up in the background at that point. But in our case, the wires that we need are actually right here. As you saw, I disconnected both those and took off my old connections, but we'll go ahead now and we're going to make our new connections. And it's fairly simple. We don't, the color wise is just the same, red to red and black to black. Okay, and we'll tuck that in here in a second. But what we need to worry about next is these wires here. Now you have two blacks and one red. Those are going to go where our old one was, and in this case, like I said before, it's an 11 millimeter, but we can go ahead and replace both those. We'll hook those two up. Now we're on to our very last wire, and that is this one here. And you can see that they gave us this. This is a type of clamp. You put that around the wire, squeeze it down, it locks into place, and it gives you the ability to plug in. So we're not cutting any wires, we're just tapping in and adding to the circuit. To figure out which wire we need, you're going to need this, a test light, right? And we're going to hook that to the negative terminal, like so. I'm just going to plug this back in so it doesn't walk off while I'm doing this. There we go. And this is going to be extremely hard to see, but my ignition switch down here, well, there's a bunch of wires coming off of it, and I'll show you this as soon as I'm done, figuring out where it is, but I need to figure out which one of those wires it is. So give me a second, I'll determine it. And the way we're doing that is you're going to touch it, so it might be a little hard to see here, but see how the light lights up? If I can block it so you can see it. You're looking for one that lights up only when the key is in the on position. You turn the key on and it lights up. You turn the key off and it goes out. That's what we're looking for. There's one wire in that bundle that's going to have that. That's the one we're going to pick out. Once you've determined with your test light which wire it is, well, then you can unplug the entire switch, pull it forward, and that gives you enough room and clearance to get that little piece right there on. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear this, but when I turn the key on, you can hear that relay clicking. That's how you know you got it. Cool. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and finish putting all this stuff, kind of tucking it back in the hole here. And there's quite a bit of it because I have so many different things hooked up to this poor car, or this poor tractor. But I'll do that and then we will demonstrate it. Let's do that. Vinny, engine off. All the way up. All the the way down. So definitely an improvement. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up, and we'll see with the extra juice, because this battery is kind of old, if that makes any large difference. You can see I've lifted the front wheels off the ground. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So another great product from Johnny Products. The Johnny Bucket Jr. is already super used farm here, but the fact now that I can do this with a little bit more speed certainly helps when we're doing a large job. If you're going to move, several tons of mulch, which this thing does often, that's a great to be able to speed the process up a little bit. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Thanks to Johnny Products for sending this my way, and thanks to all of you for watching my videos here in 2024. Take care.